Welcome everyone to another nightly live stream here. Highly caffeinated content because I just spent 2 hours reassembling our office coffee machine like CTOs do. It's a weekend when stuff breaks. Video probably coming soon. Anyway, so now I have a test coffee at 10. And we have some T2 testing to do, right? Just ignore this LTO bugs, there's nothing to see. All right, theoretically I also wanted, so basically let's do some QA testing because obviously that's what we wanted to do. By the way, did I recently install that? Let's do 2 things. Okay, so probably I wait for .2 because we have one more thing, always for 6 or 7 months, one more thing. And then it's 181 more things. The pain of software project leading and stuff and stable release management. But yeah, I guess I decided some months ago it's better we really have some stuff more figured out this time around than people loading broken, partially working ISOs and stuff. Because otherwise all the interested people are disappointed, obviously. Did I build a x86 ISO? Is that new enough? Did I, by the way, did I rebuild that? Okay, there is some stuff. So yeah, that's 1 week. Embarrassingly parallel building stuff, 30 plus architecture, so some stuff out of date. Actually, I wanted to quickly power up data, our AI bot. Ether wake data, secure shell. You don't see this for reasons. That needs some, what is it, ARP, right? Yes, can't connect to this host because it didn't wake up yet, so run data. Just in case there are obviously some open source updates. And welcome everyone. And so this was probably QEMO, of course it was. Alright, do I have Word IO? I don't have Word IO. Do I have release? Ah, come on. Too many. So there. I probably should save that also somewhere, not here. So let's quickly do some testing because so the thing is, I now spend probably 36 hours plus all my debugging, so obviously a week of getting our 30 plus architectures mostly building, like ARM and Spark and so on, and all the things Rust considered these days, all the things rusting. And I will rebuild all the architectures because in the meantime, of course, 1 week updates, everyday data from some updates and so on. So I don't want to have such out of the rolling release builds. Just it's a little bit perfection and excessive and stuff, but better be safe than sorry again. And let me just check audio we have. That is public. Just checking here that everything stream quality stuff is amazing. So did we create ISO? No, we didn't. Oh, oops, wrong thing. Yeah. Let's. Well, we have some HDA, right? Let's use HDB. There's some random leftovers. Doesn't really matter too much. So enable KVM 16. I mean, yeah, I now have 96 gigs, whatever. Let's pass down all this. Let's use HDB because the other is Spark installation right now. No Word IO GL, of course, because we were running Seria. This also doesn't matter. Yada yada. Tablet no. CD-ROM. Yes, please accept here. And soon I need to fully automate this because obviously this doesn't scale like that. What is it? Pulling this thing automatically. What is no graphic? fix. With mistypes. So of course. Then let's regenerate this ISO. Yeah. And then will I park that here? So yeah, soon I started already brainstorming some QEMU testing and stuff. I basically also collected all the and as a win-win, actually fixed some architectures, because some architectures, Motorola 68K and so on, actually did stuff that wasn't usable, or had too few drivers enabled. Console TTY as 0. And then let's install that. You know, let's make it look a little bit better for the live stream. And automatically, why does it not have? Oh wait, this is also wrong. Oh wait, why does it show that? And why does it only have classic partitions? Actually, I saw that for Spark. Ah, right, I know why. Because because we didn't boot EFI. I currently have this locked too. BIOS release. Excuse me. Coffee, not enough. I had to repair coffee machine, not enough coffee today. Yeah, let's add that to the to-do. Oh. Test that we had auto partitioning. Let's put it here somewhere. Oh, here. Non-EFI. So, I mistyped console. Yeah, you can never have enough coffee. So, let's try that again. And that's of course a win-win, right? If I don't test it, then it takes way more time for me to see it. Also, why is SR0 here? Why is this? I thought we only had non-removable. I thought I had this coded somewhere. That is... So I guess we should also put this. So I will not fix that now. This is not that important. I would say let's test. Yeah, just logical volumes, because why not? Better FS. Did it do all the stuff? This terminal reset thing happened again. I'm not really sure when that happened. What did we... Okay, this did some LVM stuff. So I guess running some sort of tool messes up the console status in 2023. Of course it does. What was it? Check, and that's the crazy stuff, right? I mean, all of this. So basically, I'm accumulating dozens, if not 100, to-do items, many of which are minor. Certainly, many are nice to have, but it's just too much freaking time, right? Can't code all day long and night. And day only has 24 hours, and you can't code through each night. So check. Stone QEMU is 0 per installed target, and figure out which FS, LVM tool, floors, console, state. So there's this is raw versus graphic versus whatever this VT, whatever stuff is called. So we will do something more interesting. What do you mean with make made? So grab 2. Does this look all? Okay, that is a non-broken, because I recently had a typo in there. So that should have been installed. Not sure what you mean with made because. So, by the way, I also wonder why this KXSEC doesn't work. We had previously wired up KXSEC. I mean, this is a showstopper. Check. I probably should check that because it was the best invention since sliced, like the greatest tech I've ever done in 20. I mean, greatest. Should I say that? But it was one of the greatest techs I've done in 20 years, and that was basically the best invention since sliced bread. Mew Mew. Yeah, that is because the supermarket here. It's not a paid advertisement. It's mostly because it's cheaper. I would say, I mean, usually I have Club Mate, which is also not a paid advertisement, but the next supermarket here to the office often doesn't have Club Mate because probably too many coders here in the center of Berlin need the freaking Club Mate. Also, probably maybe I should subscribe a weekly abonnement, maybe, and have it delivered. That would probably be a smart office move. Like, maybe like startup wipes off. The next step. But yeah, this is cheaper. I would say it. I mean, it doesn't taste. I wouldn't say bad. It just tastes different. I would also think maybe I should actually check the ingredients. Energy 24 kilocalorie per 100 milliliter. Sugar 5.7 gram. Yeah, I think it tastes more sugar than Club Mate. Which, yeah, office planning, probably we should scale up in 2023, the year to sort the office and T-subscriptions. So, DH client, I wanted to check that some stuff rebuilds before we release this to the wild. This is why I fear fresh install. This was checkout. Oops. But leave me your comments for your personal non-paid advertisement drink stuff. Mew Mate. Mate. Yeah. Not enough coffeine today. Have you ever tried Club Mate with winter edition? No, I haven't. I think I nearly only ever had the regular Club Mate, not sure. Maybe once I had another one, but maybe once there was something that someone had some other whatever, maybe at some other IT company like SyncCell or stuff, C++ meeting stuff years ago, something of that sort, of all the Berlin IT insight and stuff. So the first thing, let's emerge like some Lua also. And so let's do some quality of life improvement. So basically, does all this stuff work? And somehow it doesn't. Well, that's a good start. Cool. Maybe we should have it on the mirror. So another disappeared on the not Lua JIT. I wanted to do something else, but always test some small package and 544 whatever happened with that. Why does this not load? That loads though. It looks to be the same. Wait, why is this 545? What? Maybe data just updated that in the second. 23, no, some days ago. Did they deleted that release or what? Or what other random stuff happened here? Don't tell me it didn't download. No, it downloaded on data. What? Oh, come on, boys and girls, you had one job. Okay, fine, whatever. That is not what I wanted to test. What other people apparently maybe delete their release. I wanted to test two major things. Actually, do we have Tmux and Tmux? Maybe. Oh wait, this is B. So I have the outside Tmux with Control A, primary whatever metric key they call that. Like Tmux and Tmux. Live on this channel. Welcome to my life. I wanted to also, I wanted to test, so now we have Tmux, which we wanted to test rebuilding Go. So one would be, I've actually forgot how to, wait, why is Go? Why is user bin Go? What? So the one thing I wanted to test isn't there. Cool. Not sure why not, but it could be. We had shared files, so did T2 not create a tarball when we had? Oh, this could actually be. Actually, that is possible. That is, of course, a little bit of a fail now. That's what we are here for. This is also the reason why I fully rebuilt this. But of course there are other ways to tackle that, like actually checking the exit code of the build and not pack stuff together. I have stuff to build. But the other thing I wanted to check is so Lua, someone who packaged Lua, which might not have been me, had here this mylib stuff, and this annoyed me already for quite a while, that someone, like maybe me, so like I've probably not done that because like I never in my life, probably even when I was young and naive, long time ago in a galaxy far away, I never named my stuff my. I also extremely hate Windows coding style, like types in variable names, like the worst thing in my opinion you ever could do. And M or my, although M is it like my, or was it instance? Do they have whatever? Like a lot of people use M whatever. What it's not instance, class whatever, variable M prefix. Do we find class member, of course, member. But even because it was class whatever, I was on the right track. Just it's like, did I mention I didn't have coffee today? Yeah, member, like in my opinion the worst thing, like nothing like destroying code readable, like having bloody types like as set and size and string, and it's like so much random noise and then you change the type and then you can substitute all this stuff all over the place. Thank you very much. So like, yeah, it's probably not mine because that is neither my name nor like my style nor capitalization. Anyway, but the point is it shouldn't be there. Maybe it should be Lua. We probably should maybe quickly grab for how often this stuff. Okay, this is all things apparently Lua. So someone who packaged some Lua stuff, maybe like other people of our Rocklings in T2 times. I remember Jürgen Georg Sawinski might actually, because I didn't really actively like look for Lua, which I found one of the better programming languages for many things, like embedded scripting languages. I think Jürgen Georg Sawinski of some shout out where shout out is due might have done some of the stuff and certainly probably brought Lua maybe to me, but yeah, so this I think we should freaking rename that, but maybe tonight is not the night. because what is annoying is that someone emerges some Lua stuff and then they have this syntax error thing. Okay, so now this build, maybe because we substituted the GCC F-list earlier or something of that sort. So let's do what we really wanted to do, which is test Go bootstrapping. And maybe also, hold on. It's only slightly confusing, inner and outer tmux. Yes, the core functions, 60s, but they probably, because it is in scripts, core functions probably running some hook stuff, so that is that is somehow maybe okay. To their credit, it looks like in Lua it's already named mycflex. The question is then, that's probably from Lua 5.0 or 5.1, from likewise a long time ago. Question was what do I think about m underscore? I think basically said this already, so I'm not they said member, so but yeah, I would never, like, if you then change private public visibility and stuff and friends, and you change that again, I would basically never do that. I would consider that an implementation detail that should not be, I mean, it's documented by public and private attributes, and I would never like put this random entropy of unneeded metadata to variable names. It's in my opinion degrading readability. Like if you use a modern editor, like what I usually don't do, but like if you use and you hover over the variable or whatever, key binding and have the type anyway. I mean, and the full type is way more, I mean, what is string and size and stuff? It's not like I or F or D or just use a proper IDE then, I would say, and not pollute your variable names. More questions about, so yeah, Nix, I only looked a little into that. I didn't find it too appealing, but leave me in the comments below. What, like, have you tried it? I mean, maybe you should try it just to learn something. But I didn't find it like suiting my workflow or needs in some way, but that certainly might be different. So it's doing something strange here with my libs, although maybe it is doing that already in Lua conf in stuff. Here's var append. What could they possibly do? Okay, that's not here. So they must do something strange. All right, so, and okay, let's also reboot shortly, which reboot. So let's reboot with this ISO regenerated for Go. It's of course amazing preparations. Or can we, or like, let's better shut down, hold. I mean, okay, I could have used this is of course, okay, this was a little bit, just because I'm, oops, this, I believe, console status. Console status, everything. Just because the QEMU monitor CD device, you can change it as runtime, but I find it a little bit convenient. Okay, this console TTY stuff is actually there. Oops. Ugh. But yeah, I should have practiced like muscle memorizing. Z. So we want to mount, by the way, does it just work? Probably not. No, this won't. Probably should bundle some Polkit stuff to automagically. So, but now let's see what happens. Oh, by the way, no, we should. Don't tell me we don't have Go. Wait, that is not complete or just what? But there is Go. Oh, something is broken. Oh, are you kidding me? Good that we do some late night testing before we ship it. I mean, and so this is the kind of stuff what I would, I mean, I'm torn between we could make this so much better, but obviously it needs some time because I have this already on my to-do. I mentioned that some weeks ago. Basically what I would do is if this would be a commercial AAA product and we would actually make some good money and stuff, like Oracle or so, or some previous microsystems, like this could be so easily checked with assertions, right? Or, I mean, this stuff could actually be generically checked. You know what? Let's maybe even add this. I mean, this is how you make, by the way, do I have here a I think at our own assertion file. Yeah, okay, I have that basically. But even more important, I mean, this we could even generically check the links for cross this road paths. So yeah, so that of course sucks majorly. The question is, I mean, I wanted to test some. Let's maybe try to accelerate this because I need to go. It's late enough to be a Saturday night in the office. What did I? No, here. And let's quickly. The question is, how many do we have of this? Symlink that to user bin go. And I mean, if they need Go format, let's maybe do that also Go format, apparently. Why did I test this? Exactly for that reason. What's not tested is broken recurrently here. So let's let that build. So we do this manually in our T2 package, or does ln go root final? Okay, we link that manually. Okay, so can't even blame the Go people for that. This Windows, so usually I wouldn't have to touch this name, but Access sounds really Windows, and my style is not caps lock. So there is a fancy, but do we support that even? No, install wrapper. That you learned probably something I recently even found out myself, that it has some fancy option, namely like compute, is it relative, make a relative to the link location? Yeah, so relative should be enough. SR. So what I also another pro tip, so that should automatically compute the relative path based on the input there. And I also, by the way, sort this usually, the command line arguments, I usually sort them by importance, right? So it should be symbolic, it should be relative. All right, so it would theoretically would be this, like the most important, like it should be symbolic, relative, it should be forced, and verbose is only nice to have it in the build output. So it's just another good practice that you learn something from Unix gods or so. Yeah, then let's build this one more time. And what is our Go build? So okay, Go bootstrapped itself, that is amazing. We have the build cycles. It's nothing like epic thread ripping through it on Ryzen 7950X. Probably can't say this often enough, as much as AMD and Intel are in trouble with their quarterly sales, as nobody except open source enthusiasts needs this computing power anymore. And then let's check build x86. But yeah, with Go not being installed the way this and that, and usually, yeah, 30 minutes just like this. 64 user bin Go. Yeah, .lib. In general, I like such paths way more, especially other opt, whatever long path stuff. Some other stuff also have absolute path names. I wonder a little bit if we need to install it like that, but I will not bother to mess with that today. Fixed Go X bin names to be relative may not. So that's probably it for tonight. I hope you enjoyed this, learned something. I need sleep and tomorrow more coffee. And if you have one more, okay, we can give it like basically another last 5 minutes. Ask me anything while we wait for this. I mean, we built wait, is it even? Where did I? Ah, you know what? I didn't tmux that. Ah, that was clever. We might not build in Tempest. You know what? Let's. Yeah. Okay, let's test the config, because that also sometimes breaks with dialog stuff. And what did I want? I wanted tempfs. Oops, it was actually on. And let's disable the limit and try that again. And oh wait, what if I don't know? Ah, right, because I used the wrong tmux prefix. Very theoretically, no, let's go crazy and also rebuild Rust. Ah, again the wrong. I wonder if I had here some test to bootstrap with localhost, if it is the same version. Okay, this I have this if Rust version is the package version. And okay, that probably should. So that is, yeah, it is a good test because I didn't recently. I mean, my cross compiling is so amazing that I usually don't need to native for this. Questions here: why do we still use SVN? Because we were one of. I mean, we were one of the first projects to use like a more serious and CVS version control system 20 years ago, and I'm still like 10 times more efficient. Git is great and stuff. I mean, Git is a little bit late to the party, right? We had like long before the Linux kernel, long before Linus Torvalds finally adopted some proper versioning control system or source control system. We used Subversion. We were one of the biggest Subversion users when it was new, like version 0.20 or even 0.18 or whatever. And Rock Linux was massive with thousands of files and stuff. And yeah. And I mean, we have this mirror that I probably should automate more, but basically, if a Git for me is so cryptic that each time I do something non-standard, I need to Google the usage and stuff, and then the usage is super cryptic. So as long, I mean, I always said when we have like a dozen and stuff developers and all of them prefer Git, we can switch permanently. But right now, with me and a handful of others doing most of the work, I prefer to leave it as it until we are more and the core people agree that working with Git would be more efficient. But currently, it is not. The one thing, if you wanted more distributed, actually, there was Mercurial that probably isn't the most updated anymore. Mercurial, also it's implemented in Python. I can't even type it. Maybe yeah. So who speak native English in a favor here. 6.4 is it? It's probably since Git it's a little bit stalled, I guess. Oh no, it's actually pretty 20 now actually. Oh wait, 6.4. Do we have 6.4.3? Oops, what have I clicked now? Somehow I believe there's a new version, isn't it? But yeah, this why does it not? Is there not 6.4.3? What nonsense is? Why is this not matching? But yeah, I wouldn't switch to that obviously anymore. But I know many people who favored that. Actually, this looks like it should match, but not really sure why. Always something. I probably should better put this on the to-do. Because it could be a real bug and preventing other nightly updates. But yeah. Okay, stuff is building. I mean, Rust is, I would hope it builds with native versions. How to, welcome to this channel, how to load your, I mean, that is why I have the fastest enthusiast platform since decades and 96 gigs of memory, because only substitute for performance and memory is performance and memory. This builds a new Python. Wait, this is not good because somehow there was some bug. I recently had to downdate that because something wasn't working. Let's hope that didn't build yet. Maybe some, was it Blender open LibreOffice of some nonsense didn't. And then I also go. And then yeah, the usual win-win, right? We fixed the Go cross-compiled Zoom-link. Probably I should we also found one, what other thing was it? Okay, GCC, okay, this somehow I re-enabled, maybe I didn't commit this yet. Okay, but otherwise it built fully except clobbering Go, thank you very much. Probably didn't commit that yet, I believe. So let's commit this together, I would say. Basically default just enabling a default packet selection. So then this is also solved, and can we quickly, famous last words of quickly. Okay, Rust bootstrapped itself. Do we need to test anything else? Probably kinda mostly enough. Questions there, I recommend learning Subversion. I mean, Subversion is, I would say, a magnitude easier than Git. Maybe, like, if you're happy with Git, probably it's not worth to learn Subversion. Basically, Git, obviously, as one can see, has replaced Subversion in most packages, in most projects. Although I would actually say the syntax of Subversion is way more easy understandable and stuff. I would actually go as far as say Git is overkill for all the small projects. Git is actually overkill because most don't need the distributed features. It's nice to have, and I understand it, but maybe 80% of the packages would be better off actually with something simpler. I wonder how much time 80% of the people spend actually Googling and debugging Git usage. Although they probably just commit push or whatever and tag and stuff. So yeah, I mean, most people also not using Git very powerful, I would guess. So there was one more thing I wanted to do, right? What was it now? GCC Go stuff, except I wanted to go. What was no, I forgot that, of course. Can someone remind me what we were just... Okay, Go, we committed Go was... right, this is what I wanted to do. Find type symlink. What, no symlink? Type link. And then I probably would throw that in read link, so you could, because I wanted to quickly check if I find any also, nothing like running with your 3-year-old through the rain. People ask if I have an allergy. No, I just run a lot on the fresh air in the cold and rain and drizzling and stuff, and spring and playground and stuff. So normally you could, so the old-fashioned way would be a read link but that of course has problems with if with spaces, although probably we don't have any. Oops, I didn't want to save it there. The better thing would be theoretically at times, if you have spaces and so on, to run this with exec, and then the syntax is, no, the syntax is something of that sort of, probably exec missing argument. All right, I probably this, did it want this as an extra argument maybe? Oh, I forgot, was it rate link? What was the syntax of? Yeah, fine, yeah, exec, oh, come on. All right, it wanted, okay, exec, why does it not, oh, we have one. What did I put there now? Was it like that? Ah, it was like that. Maybe, although not really sure if I did this right now, so whatever. Something of that sort. You find examples in our T2 script, but what I wanted to do is quickly grab for T2 stuff. Okay, we have at least, okay, this is probably, oh no, this actually, so we have, so they are relative. So this goal, excuse me, was indeed the only, oh wait a second, I built in, okay, this was actually slightly wrong. Let's check for globe, let's check for absolute symlinks. We're starting with slash, and that also looks right. So it appears, although maybe we should also, because the problem with absolute symlinks is also that they are not valid if you have a differently mounted or sort. Hello? Don't tell me. AMD GPU again. Ach, come on. So yeah, it recovered this time actually with. So yeah, this was yeah. Oh, wow, this is actually, I mean, so this is not overclocking and stuff. This is a Steam Deck, right? This error is actually slightly different than it was before. Like, yeah, you use a thin client glorified Steam Deck thing with the official dock, and you still have, what the heck? So this is a new thing. Wait a second, why does it say no get to one? Question, is there any testing, benchmarking about the new MDP state EPP driver? I was using it already. It was, so initially it was slower. I was using the out of tree patches for quite a while, and with my undervolted PBO boosting, it improved the performance slightly, but only like a second or so, or a second or three. Nothing too major. It can improve. So the major reason I run it is because it improves like clocking idle from 3000 whatever to 400 megahertz. So it can improve idle power consumption quite a bit. So yeah, but you're not live streaming from your USB glitching AM5 and undervolted overclocked and stuff, which no stable though, but and then yeah, amazing choice. Maybe I should actually know it's AMD GPU. Maybe I should try another dock than the Steam dock. Is this a set? Yeah, I spent extra money for that, and it's not more stable than other docks. I hope we are still live though, because I mean Steam Deck says 0. Why does get a warning here? So yeah, no, I don't know whether this AMD GPU Steam Deck glitch was now live or not. Anyway, so we checked that. So yeah, repeat myself because I don't know if it was live then. Switching to dedicated thin client streaming setup thing, and use AMD, they said. So did we have checked everything? All right, I have one last thing I wanted to check was this is Firefox. Always when I get distracted with freezing graphics and other questions. Mozilla bin Firefox. Yeah, I slightly wonder, I mean, this would maybe also be a relative would be .lib64 Firefox. I think this was kinda preferable. Do we do that, or maybe not? Maybe we don't do that manually. Maybe Firefox does it. Yeah, then I just leave it like this. This is not first. I mean, I can put it to the to-do. I would ideally, one should then like patch Firefox bin. But that's it for this video then. I hope you enjoyed this, learned something. As usual, probably some small thing here there. Yeah, it's crazy that the last 3 years my live streaming setup, except the failing Vodafone DOCSIS. So now that the Vodafone finally fixed their freaking DOCSIS here for this segment mostly. Now my AM5 stuff has USB micro stutters, and my Steam Deck isn't stable for live streaming. That somehow, yeah. IT Live. See you next time. IT Live in 2023.